Alright, y'all, so let's kick off today by taking a stroll down memory lane. The other day I posted a meme about which table did you sit at in high school. That was really confusing to read on a teleprompter. Anyways, and a lot of friends from high school I'd happened to reconnect with over Facebook during quarantine chimed in. It was kind of nice to hear their take on what used to be and how we had all blocked out so much. Like, a lot of people just could not even remember where they ate lunch in high school. Like, did we eat it in the cafeteria? Some people said they ate it in cars, which I never knew. I wish I'd known about that being an option. It was an option, but whatever. I digress. Collectively, we had all blocked out so much. And in thinking about it, all of us are at such different places in our lives. But some of the people I've reconnected with, I know so much more about them now than I did in high school, and that just comes with the territory of getting older and all of us kind of figuring ourselves out, so to speak. But high school is a weird time. I asked my nephew the other day about his freshman year, and he said he was kind of a loner. A popular loner, but still a loner nonetheless. And he said his mom said the same thing. And I told him I felt the same kind of way in high school too, where I did my own thing and kind of marched to the beat of my own drum, so to speak. And also, I'm realizing in hindsight, half of high school I was so utterly depressed that barely making it, I guess. There's an embarrassing story that I'm not going to ever tell anyone. So, anyways, in a way, going through high school is incredibly lonely because there is so much change going on socially in your body and everything else, and one feels like they're standing on the precipice to God knows where. In high school, I didn't think I'd be the person I am today. For starters, I started high school with the mindset, I'm going to be an architect. It's not going to be fun. But I ended up high school thinking I'd have a career in journalism or writing, hence why I applied to Columbia, did not get in, and UGA. Got into UGA, applied for a grade school of journalism, got in there, learned about magazine writing, and then decided I needed to switch out of that. Not because I learned about it, but just I'm more of a creative storyteller. Anyways, it's never too late for either. I mean, look at what I'm doing now. I guess this is not really journalism, but anyways. I also didn't think I'd ever transition because suits have always been uncomfortable to me. Like, in looking back, I realized the emotions I felt over suits was called dysmorphia. And I'm a lot better these days at naming the feelings and things I'm going through, which really helps what I call naming your demons. It just helps to know that something has a name and you're not alone in that. So, you're not alone if you're feeling something weird. There's probably a name for it. But weddings, mixers, or going to formal functions, it was always this huge ball of anxiety mixed with the already high social anxiety I had, and it just made me cancel a whole bunch of invitations and events, and I am so sorry to a whole bunch of people near and dear to me because I could not conquer my anxiety. I mean, I went to prom and homecoming and all that in high school, but suits still felt weird even then. And then, as I was getting older, I just felt like I was wearing something that wasn't me. I felt like I wasn't me. It's one of the main reasons I didn't go to my 10-year high school reunion, because I really hate suits that much, and when I looked at me going, it was definitely not in a suit. It's a really weird thing to get caught up on. Or maybe it's just the type of suits I had triggered such horrible dysmorphia, it still felt painful to go. I even thought about getting a nice women's pantsuits, like Hillary Clinton, or something powerful and striking and jaunty. But, anyways, in coming to find myself, I'm really excited to share this person with people. It's like, all throughout high school, I kept myself small and hidden until towards the end when I stopped giving fucks and decided I'm gay. I don't care who knows. Also, that I left Six Flags over Jesus, but that's a whole different story. And really, for me, that feels like the best way to come out. It's how I've transitioned into the whole being trans, of just saying, you know what, I give zero fucks, who knows? And honestly, that's a great place to be. And I got to college and began to explore more of me, being effeminate and being gay and being black. And I had an incredibly supportive group of friends who I felt safe exploring even more of me. exploring my shadow self. Thank you, friends, for drunkenly indulging me. Anyways, and now in this relationship that I'm in, it feels like it gave me the safety I felt I needed to let go of all the remaining masks I've been wearing. If I had a budget for music, this is where I'd play The Greatest Showman's This Is Me. And if you have not listened to it, it's my therapy song. I cried so much of that song when it came out. I went and saw it in theaters twice just because of that song and that scene with Letty and how she felt so hurt, but she came to say, you know what, this is me, and if you're gonna getting all emotional just thinking about it. That's a song for Music Monday or something. Dear God. Anyways, because it seems like this is a long episode now, I'll just leave it there. I didn't go to my reunion because I couldn't wear a dress. Or rather, I didn't know how to go as me, but I knew that I didn't want to wear a mask anymore. And I don't know when that was. 4 years ago? 2003. Damn, I'm old. Anyways, even now I feel a lot like Evie in V for Vendetta. And how her whole thing was, I want to be free in a sense. I'm doing a whole job explaining. And you know what? Now that I think about it, I'm inspired for another episode on how I settled on the name of Ava, inspired by Natalie Portman and Hugo Weaving and V for Vendetta. And it also feels like we're living in a bit of V for Vendetta. And I think about that every single day, especially during quarantine and all the pop-up signs on the highway where it's like, wear your mask, and it's like, oh, and then, Fox News is taking over, but I am still digressing. Anyways, that's all I have for today. As always, keep bearing lightness of being, and yeah. Any of my friends you want to shout out for your stuff, just let me know. I try and keep in the loop and everything, but I'm also starting to pre-tape these because it's just a little bit easier for me. Hopefully you missed that part. Anyways, that's all I have for today. As always, keep bearing lightness of being.